How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Wire, where each week we take a look at a different spawning mechanic in Terraria and examine how you can use it for your own game. Today we're going to be doing something that's been highly requested, and that's how to farm Chlorophyte in the 1.3 update. They've made some changes to it. It can actually fight back against corruption and crimson now, which is awesome, and it does farm differently. So I'm going to show you how to set up a wicked and easy farm today, and also look at the spawning mechanics for it. So let's get started. Okay, so for our farm today we're going to be building in the underworld. And I'm sure this base looks familiar to some of you because it's the one we built in our Let's Build series. Now the reason I'm in the underworld is that Chlorophyte has the fastest grow rate at cavern layer and below. And it grows just fine in the underworld. So, what are the spawn mechanics for Chlorophyte in the 1.3 update? Basically, what they do now is you can get 41 Chlorophyte blocks to spawn between a 92 block radius now. So what you need to do if you want to farm it is set up what I like to do is make little boxes for it. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to build it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks high. And what we're doing is we're making a little pocket for our mud blocks to sit in. So let's put them there. And we're going to start filling those up with mud. All nice like. And basically what happens, the Chlorophyte will be converting the mud into new Chlorophyte blocks. So there we go. Now I've made a 6x6 mud block area inside, which will make 36 Chlorophyte ore. Now the most you can get is 41 within 92 blocks either side. So technically, if you want to get the most out of your farm, you could add a couple more mud blocks. So 37, 38, 39, 40. Now, for those of you that like symmetry, I would argue it's not worth adding the last one block, but that's up to you. Now what you need to do is start a seed. So obviously Chlorophyte spreads from, itself. So let's put our Chlorophyte in our hotbar. And what I like to do is just put a Chlorophyte on the side. So this way, when you're digging down to mine your Chlorophyte, you're not removing the seeds each time. So there we go. And then what would happen is when I'm ready to farm, I can dig into there without disturbing the seed blocks. And that will keep them all nice and beautiful. Now, you've probably noticed while I was building this that the mobs are quite frequently spawning. So what I like to do is add a little bit of protection to the area. And you can do this with a really simple design. And it doesn't take much work at all. So all I'm adding to my area is a bit of a monster lock. And I'm going to achieve this just with a couple of pressure plates. Let's just use green wire. Oh yeah, because we're using Chlorophyte. Yeah, let's use green. And some actuators. And I've used blue pressure plates because only the player can trigger them. So there we go. And then what we're going to do is actually put a roof over our pathway. Okay, so I had a bit of fun extending the area, And as you can see, the Chlorophyte has started to spawn outwards from the seed Chlorophytes on the side. And you'll also notice I have a hat on because this actually makes quite a good mob farm as well. Because you can easily fight mobs from your little platform in here. So I extended it along. Sometimes it grows a bit slower in some spots, but sometimes it grows fast in others. So a cool thing to remember with this sort of farm too is that while you're off adventuring and doing other things, it's going to keep spawning and regenerating and all that good stuff. And then when you come back for it, you should have a decent supply of Chlorophyte. So it's one of those things, it's set it up and forget about it, and you can't go wrong. Whoa! Too many discords. Can you ever have enough discords though? So guys, really easy farm. It used to work in 1.2.4.1. Now the mechanics are slightly different. You have to expand it out to, the wiki says 92 and then 95 blocks in 2 different spots. Maybe to be on the safe side, go with 95. And do a 6x6 for best results. If you want to maximize it, add those 4 blocks on the bottom. And that's it. Chlorophyte for you. Alrighty, I hope this has been useful for you today, especially if you're playing a ranger or gunslinger character and you need tons of Chlorophyte bullets. It can be super useful, and if you set up the farm early, as soon as you've beaten the mech bosses, and ooh, it's Yaren's yo-yo room. If you set it up early, as soon as you finish, no, I'm starting to laugh. Yeah, so if you set it up, your Chlorophyte farm, as soon as you finish fighting the mech bosses and you've got the Pixar saw, then you'll have plenty of Chlorophyte for your adventure, which is awesome. Okay, it's time for some shoutouts as always. And our first one is from Ryan Gunn. And they've asked me to say, rubber baby buggy bumpers 3 times really fast. So, oh my gosh. Okay, tongue twisters. Rubber baby buggy I can't ever get through one. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I tried. Okay, our next one is from Toxic Fumes, and they've asked me to say cookie in a Cookie Monster voice. So, oh, gotta get Cookie Monster on. Cookie! That wasn't my best Cookie Monster, but I tried. That's the main thing. Okay, our next one is from Mr. Snowy Plays. And they've asked me to say this in a Naruto voice. And this is going to be tough because Naruto is generally voiced by females to get that higher sort of voice on the character. So I'll give it a try though. They've asked me to say, oh gosh, Naruto. Cookie! That's hopeless. Cookie! 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 Give me the cookies! Oh, that was hopeless. Oh, I wish I could talk like Naruto as well, because I absolutely love the anime of Naruto. It's so cool. Which leads us on to another Naruto one, so this is not good. This one's from Laura Parida Dokoritsu, I think the name is. And she's asked me, there's this scene where Naruto and Sasuke yell at each other, and they just say their names over and over again. There's actually a video of it, it's pretty funny. So, okay, Sasuke yells Naruto's name, and then Naruto yells Sasuke's name. So Sasuke's like, Naruto! And then Naruto's like, Sasuke! Oh gosh, I tried guys. Okay, and our last one is from Carlos Camacho, and they've asked me to say in an Elmo voice. Oh my gosh, the voices today. Although I think I can do better with an Elmo. They've asked me to say the giant cookies are coming in Elmo, so the giant cookies are coming. Okay, I tried. Oh my gosh. And the main thing is you give it a go, guys. Like, if it works, if it doesn't work, I tried. That's all I can do. Alright, leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, as always, and keep those comments coming for what you'd like to see in the next Weekly Wire. So this series is very much governed by you. So if you're interested in learning how to farm for something, or you're interested in how a mechanic works in... Oh, Philosopher's Stone, cool. If you're interested in how a game mechanic works, like fishing biomes, or, you know, mob farming in under the sea, or whatever, you know, the possibilities are endless. Just leave a comment, ask me to do it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, click that little HC icon in the bottom right corner. You won't be disappointed. And here's the main part. As always, I say this every video. You guys stay happy, and I'll see you soon. This is HappyDays signing out. See ya! And that means that ectoplasm will be, getting farmed nicely. And you can see that was dead easy to set up that. So the mobs can cruise up the sides. The mimics can get in, which is one of the main things. Yeah, we've got lots of good loot. Oh, he's got 3,000 health! He's only got 3,000!